Okay, welcome to this first video of a walkthrough of the Cambridge First Certificate English exam. This is the online computer-based version from the official Cambridge website. We'll put a link below. This is the reading and use of English part 1, where you have a text and then you have 8 gaps and each one has a multiple choice A, B, C, D option, as you know. Some of the grammar and vocabulary tested here is prepositions, lots of prepositions, collocations, phrasal verbs, vocabulary. We often have 4 words which basically mean the same thing, but only one of them is correct in this option. Okay, general techniques. The first thing I do is I look at the title. What is genealogy? And I start activating and thinking about the topic. Genealogy is, I don't really know that much about genealogy, but I guess it's about families and if you're the same as people in your family based on genes rather than experience and social stuff. Anyway, this is not a science class. So I read the title, then I'm going to read the text quickly. Let's read together. What is genealogy? Genealogy is a branch of history. It concerns family history than the national or world history studied at school. And you can see when I get to the gap, I'm just skipping over the gap. I'm thinking about what kind of word could be there. For example, in number 1, I see the comma before the gap and the than after the gap, which is very important. Also, because this is a computer-based exam, you can see it's very easy to highlight the text. It doesn't merely involve drawing a family tree, however. Tracing your family can also in learning about your roots and identity. The internet enables millions of people worldwide to information about their family history without great So I'm getting some idea of kind of what I think the answers might be. People who research their family history often that it's a fascinating hobby which a lot about where they come from and whether they have famous ancestors. According to a survey involving 900 people who had researched their family history, the chances of discovering a celebrity in your past are 1 in 10. Ooh, very exciting. Does anyone here have any famous people in their past? I'm not sure. The survey also concluded that the back you follow your family tree, I think I can guess that one, the more likely you are to find a relation who was much wealthier than you are. However, the vast majority of people who in the survey discovered that they were better off than their ancestors. Okay, so I've read the text quickly. You can see from the things I've highlighted that I've really looked at the words before and after the text. They tell you all the information. Let's go to number 1. It concerns family history, comma, than the national or world history. So obviously the key is than, than. And here we have 4 verbs. Instead than, no. Rather than, yes. Except than, no. Sooner than, no. That one's easy because only rather collocates with than. 2. Tracing your family history can also in learning about your roots. The key is the in. Cause in, no. Mean in, no. Result in, yes. Lead in, yes, but it's a different context. It has to be result in. The internet enables millions of people worldwide to accomplish information, access information, approach information, admit information. This is really hard because we have 4 words which seem very similar. You do accomplish information? No. Do you access information about their family history? Yes. Do you approach information? No. Do you admit information? No. That one's hard, but 3. It's access. Without great fee, price, charge, expense. Again, this is 4 words that are very similar. They're all to do with money. But without great fee, no. Without great price, no. Without great charge, no. Without great expense. It's just a better collocation. You say without great expense is a synonym for something cheap. People who research their family history often define, remark that, describe that, no. Define that, no. Remark that, yes. It's a fascinating hobby which reveals a lot about where they come from, which opens a lot about where they come from, which begins and which arises. What do you think here? This is pretty easy, isn't it? If the information, it reveals a lot. According to a survey involving 900 people, the chances of discovering a celebrity, blah, blah, blah. The survey also concluded that the older back you follow, greater back you follow, higher back you follow, further back you follow. That's pretty easy as well. It is the further back you follow, I think. However, the vast majority of people who in the survey, what do we think here? Who took part in the survey, who attended in the survey, participated in, included in, associated in. Okay, that's pretty easy, I think. There's only one which is correct, participated in. Okay, now we've got an answer for everything. What I need to quickly do before I move on is just check the answers. You don't need to read it again, but I'll say rather than, result in, to access information without great expense, remark that, reveals a lot, further back you follow, participated in. Therefore, I think that's good. Okay, so that is the reading and use of English part 1. It's definitely not one of the easiest ones. The key is reading lots of books in English, or even better, doing lots of exams, because therefore you're looking at quite formal, semi-formal, formal text like articles from newspapers, from magazines. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I found that when I've been learning things, it's really good way to learn, to see someone who's good at the exam. I've done lots of exam stuff, to go through and show you how I do it. Okay, so thank you very much and hope to see you all soon.